I heard it. I done did
All
hurt
right,
it.
everybody can see us and
I
hear us now.
hurted that.
All right, hello everyone.
Oh, people who started the stream. Oh man, I've got my phone set to face recognition. I tried to unlock it, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Welcome to Isolation Week 17.
Yeah. We're all doing fine.
We're fine. We'll be fine. No one's cleaning guns yet. I think we'll be okay.
Yet.
Oh, I'm polishing my gun right under this camera.
Oh boy. Me too. No hands, Ma.
It's always loaded.
Damn, Eric, you look like you just got out of the hospital. What the hell?
Okay, I did a double check on our audio. We're actually doing great.
Sweet.
Oh, good.
It's got to be the record time for derailing the entire stream.
Oh, we're right on track.
Small like that the whole time here?
Oh, Spicy, I can make him bigger. It just, that's one of the issues that I've been having. It just resizes on its own.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you just rub it a little bit, it gets bigger. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You know how it is.
Just patiently wait.
Smack it a little bit.
Ooh.
So anyway, if nobody's noticed, Flex hasn't been on the podcast for 2 weeks, so I just went ahead and replaced him down in the bottom. I can bring him back if I need to, but I couldn't.
Oh no!
Jeez.
That
Joe would be for the cause, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I the
Did
only one
everybody-
that has not watched this show yet?
Probably.
You guys are pretty reticent to fads and trends, but I fucking bit
Okay.
in that shit sandwich.
it was bad. It was bad.
So
So
bad.
fucking good.
I mean, I'm watching Justice
It has
League,
everything that you need. It shows a
People really
strong,
look like that.
powerful leader.
Just insane.
Absolutely. That's why I love it.
Oh yeah.
It is the epitome of white culture. That entire show. That's.
The epitome.
That's. Can you argue with it? I mean.
No, definitely not.
All I want to know is how tigers plus meth equals gay sex. But tigers plus a wife
wow.
equals a harem. It doesn't make any sense.
Have you tried meth?
Yeah,
I can't say that I have.
What it means to me is that I need to get a fucking tiger.
That's exactly it. Getting a tiger.
Dude,
Done.
I'm as white as can be, and I don't understand white people, so,
Fair.
I mean... you can't logic us out, man.
Nah, that was wild.
Yeah,
Just wild.
there's two kinds of whites, man. Two kinds of whites.
Yeah, you kind of toe the line there, Will. You're kind of like right in the middle.
Well, I can't say that I am not part of the educated kind, but I can tell you I do love me some football and some beer. I love to race my car, shooting, and the oppression of anyone who does not follow my particular Jesus.
And all at the same
God,
time.
that made my fucking eyes cross.
that checks all the boxes. You watch Fox News?
If you want, I can do the shirtless too.
No,
I know my white people.
That's okay.
Yeah, we don't want that many people watching Spicy.
Hey man, maybe Bear Tamer will come in.
Oh yeah.
Bear Tamer.
No.
Maybe Ashton Vuitton's old fans would come back. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
This whole podcast, live cast, will get shut down because them titties will be out, man. You can't
No,
do
that's
that.
Twitch. I think Facebook would allow it for a minute. As long as we don't play copyrighted music, Facebook doesn't care.
Don't you know I'm a man? That means by equivalent, I have the right to do
Yeah, man
that.
nipples aren't offensive.
You have the right titties. That's right.
Okay, this
Yeah, I have the right to bear
thing's
titties.
irritating my face. I'm taking it off.
It's a constitutional right.
I broke first.
Do we still?
You cut out there, Eric.
What?
You cut out.
What?
Never mind. Not worth it.
By the way, I don't have any videos this time because I didn't know what we were going for. So we're gonna really have to fill out this hour with some bullshit.
Ugh.
All right.
Do we come up with a game plan?
Absolutely not. We only talked about this like 2 hours before we went live.
All good matches go.
Yeah,
Just a quick reference,
Yeah.
and boom.
2 hours.
That's it.
Oh crap! I've got a guest star.
Yeah,
This is a lot like one of my matches. We're 4 minutes in, and I don't know what to do
yeah,
next.
same.
Well, we can talk
Name
about
of my next sex.
I mean, we're 4 minutes in.
we can talk about WrestleMania, but until like a couple hours ago, I totally didn't know it was supposed to be this
I
weekend.
totally. That's like one of the things that I watch.
Actually, that is excellent. What is your guys' favorite WrestleMania match out of like all 35,000 WrestleManias?
Okay, I'll think about that for a minute.
Mark asked question.
Sorry, I'm holding this up here. It's time for this to come off. Joke's dead. Let's see, favorite WrestleMania match, huh? God damn. Honestly, I'm an old schooler. The one I always go back and watch the most is Steamboat and Savage, WrestleMania
Yeah, I was
3.
waiting for somebody to say
Oh,
that.
sure.
Ooh, lovely.
I mean,
No way, man. That was a pretty good book. Story was there. Ricky had all the talent in the world. Macho Man had all the cocaine in the world. You couldn't tell
I
a
mean,
better story.
it better have been a good match for like the 900 hours Randy spent drilling it into fucking Ricky's head.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, let me tell you something, brother.
It's really important. You arm drag me 11 times, not 10, not 12, 11.
How come is no one has brought up the classic Adrian Adonis versus Uncle Elmer?
Oh,
Classic
yeah.
WrestleMania match.
I wasn't aware that it
Right?
happened, so that's probably
Oh,
why.
yeah.
oh, really? Because that's weird.
You gotta start
because-
watching like WrestleMania 1 and 2, man. That's classic stuff.
Yeah, I find that strange because ordinarily you can't have a conversation about WrestleMania matches without bringing up Adrian Adonis and Uncle Elmer.
It's hands down one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time.
Hey, wasn't Bret Hart versus Vince at one of the WrestleManias?
Oh yeah, like post-stroke Bret Hart. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's my
I mean,
pick.
and who can forget the Hercules Hernandez and Billy Jack Haynes match
Oh man.
from
Sure.
WrestleMania 3?
Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler. 27, I think that was.
That sounds like something that needed to happen at WrestleMania.
You gotta fill the spot, man. Anything will do. Just gotta fill the
You
spot.
don't need to fill spots on WrestleMania. You have a whole year to build that shit.
Whoa.
It's like 12 hours
Yeah.
long.
It doesn't need to be.
What was it? Demolition versus Tenru and Katao in like 4.5 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the-
classics.
And I remember being a kid and having no idea who Tenru and Katao are, and then they have no entrance, and then they go over, and like, okay.
Hey man,
What
Akeem
just happened?
Big Boss Man. Akeem and Big Boss Man versus the Rockers.
Oh man.
Akeem
No,
and Big
that's
Boss Man.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
is this like Sean and Marty Rockers or like the new Rockers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shawn
Prime.
Michaels is 80,
Okay.
89.
No leaf cap.
But the Trump Plaza match.
Akeem had a very small, so yeah, I don't think he
Yeah.
ever saw the new Rockers.
What the fuck? What the fuck was the deal with Akeem?
Second greatest gimmick ever done.
Like,
Yo, I love Akeem.
You
did
would.
anyone have a problem with One Man Gang?
Yeah, he was one man.
Yeah,
But Akeem's a nation.
I always thought he looked like a gigantic Easter egg.
You think
so.
he might have been a rib on Dusty?
Akeem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he,
Oh,
he,
wait
he,
a minute.
yeah,
Now
he was a rib on.
Yeah. Just how Virgil was too. As Vince really fucking didn't like Dusty, man.
Well, Think of the history
Fair.
there, right? He didn't want to
I
deal
just
with
love-
that. How about Kurt Hennig? How about Kurt Hennig versus the Blue Blazer?
That match
Yeah, that
is
was
great.
great.
I don't know if
Ooh.
it's be a troll or something, but
Which WrestleMania is that? God. It's
That's,
like 9,
5.
19?
That's 5.
5?
yeah, that
WrestleMania
match
5.
is awesome.
It's a pretty solid match, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I was just watching.
Well, the Blue Blazer is great.
I was watching 20 again because the Benoit Dark Side of the Ring thing. I was like, I'll rewatch 20. I saw Foley getting ready. I'm like, oh my god, this is the Mania that has Edge versus Foley. Sweet. And then it was like The Rock and Foley versus Evolution, and I was just like, oh, fuck.
Instantly, like, yeah.
Yeah, less interested immediately.
What about the instant classic when Kerry Von Erich beat good old Dino Bravo?
Woo!
Instant classic.
Dog shit in front of you.
I certainly do. I pulled up a list of every WrestleMania match, and I'm going through looking at some
I'm
of
gonna go
these.
get my wrestling encyclopedia.
I was gonna say, there's no fucking way you remember this.
No, God,
Sad
I
part is
can't-
I liked Kerry Von Erich. He when I first started watching wrestling, but the WWF version wasn't even close
you know what?
to what I was
This is
watching
what
in Texas.
This is what I can say though. WWE absolutely gave good old Von Erich there a leg up.
Oh my
He needed
god.
I was just about to say, was that Kerry Von Erich with 2 legs or what?
Oh my god.
That's
I'm surprised no one said the classic Shawn versus Razor Ramon ladder match. Everyone has a fucking
Was
love
that a
for that
meeting?
one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are you?
every
Well,
indie
well.
spot monkey owes their career to
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
mean,
Right.
that and then the ladder match with Edge and Christian and the Hardys and
2000. Was it?
yeah, I think it was 2000. I mean, at least to Shawn and fucking Razor's credit, they didn't do a whole lot of stupid shit. But then the triple threat tag TLC match is just like, oh, we're gonna do every stupid fucking thing that every yarder for the next 20 years is gonna be doing.
Yeah, remember when that was something
You know what WrestleMania
special?
was missing? New Jack.
His Dark Side of the Ring special is coming out today.
Oh, I thought I heard something. Like any WrestleMania, 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
Just
don't
think
say
about it.
don't say his name 2 more times, by the way.
Yeah,
Are we talking about Joe Exotic again?
no, we're talking about the man who beat Gypsy Joe's death.
Just about.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's-
I wonder if they're going to do an episode, or if they already have, because I haven't been watching, about Dino
Yeah, they
Bravo.
have.
Okay.
They did in the first season.
Yo, he owed a lot of money to a lot of bad people.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Heard those stories back when that happened.
That's a wrestler's.
But
That's how you get
but-
famous.
New Jack, I don't even understand how that guy got in the ring. That's mind blowing. And he was he tagged up with D'Lo Brown for a while?
No,
He was
no,
always-
it was Mufasa. Mustafa?
Mufasa.
Well,
D'Lo was
Mustafa.
whatever.
Mufasa.
Whatever.
Mustafa.
Everything
The
goes
Lion,
is your kingdom, New Jack.
Dude,
Every New Jack match I've seen, I question. I immediately go, why is that guy in the ring? Why hasn't somebody shot
have
this
you
dude? It's insane.
have you seen him in Smoky Mountain though? He could actually go before he went totally fucking nuts.
Yeah.
At one point,
Can't say that I have.
he was really good.
DC Dub, baby. That's who raised him.
Before ECW.
Hell of a promo, too.
But I actually have a funny Mustafa story. Because, you know how all these TV guys are, 1,000,000 times bigger than you think they are. And I
Sure.
saw, this pretty decently built dude, and I was up in California with Ricky and Eddie, and I was like, hey, is that Mustafa? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, well, fuck me. And I turn the corner, and this dude's taking up the entire goddamn hallway, like scraping his head on the fucking lights, and I'm like, hey, there he is. Fuck, dude, you somehow made Paul Isadora look small, and like Paul is a lot taller than him, but motherfucker is like, he's got to be in his 50s now. Scary.
All meat, man. All meat.
Just really friendly. I guess you have to be. If you're teamed with New Jack, you gotta be the... like...
Yeah, because who's going to call that match? I mean, you're going to go up to the huge guy, or you're going to go up to the psychotic guy?
Yeah.
Just be like, okay, so here's what we're doing. I'm going to stab you to death.
Cool.
So,
I'm going to intentionally drop you on your head until you stop moving.
All right.
Sounds cool. Okay.
That's how you win matches. That's it.
I guess.
Just make sure if you're in a match with him, let him gig you, right?
Yeah.
Talk about ring psychology.
Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah.
You're not supposed to gig my jugular. What the fuck?
It's just a flesh wound.
Hardcore wrestling is difficult enough for me to get through. Like, it's just hard to watch. But see these guys who are just stabbing themselves to stab themselves, I just don't understand. I'll never understand.
Dude, I sent you the...
They are professionally...
I sent you the clip of the Deep South clip of the dude just getting stabbed in the arm with a box cutter, right?
Oh, yeah. Just that's not a hardcore match. That's just two people stabbing each other.
Fucking
and I
stupid.
see these all the time.
I don't get it.
It's so rare to see a good hardcore match that builds, that makes sense, that goes somewhere. You're just seeing how much damage can somebody take. I'm just going to spike you on your head through glass, not protect you, not do anything for you. You're just going to bleed to get a pop, just to get a response out of the audience. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't tell me anything except for, okay, that guy can bleed. Cool.
You know, it's a good one.
It's $25.
You know what is a good hardcore match? Tully Blanchard and Dusty Rhodes from Great American Bash. What is it? 87? 86? 87?
Was that the I Quit match?
Barbed wire. Yeah, is it an I Quit match? It's like a barbed wire.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. I remember a match with Tully where it was an I Quit. And when it finally ends, he's like screaming for his life. Yes, yes, yes. And I was always like, damn, that was kind of awesome.
Yeah,
he really did I Quit.
It could be done well.
But it's far and few between.
Yeah, it's way harder to watch it now that I know how bad everything hurts. Because, like, as a kid, I was just like, oh, these guys are tough as shit. And now I watch it, I'm like, I don't understand.
And of course, most of the best death matches were not done by guys who just went out there and did it randomly.
No.
Every match. I mean, yeah, you got to have that build. You got to reach a point where you know something's going to happen because of the history the guys have, not just, oh, hey, hardcore match, let's go do something.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's two guys. Last few times.
Right. It doesn't make makes no sense. And so think about your local show, and every week you want a hardcore match, or every month you want a hardcore match. It loses its appeal. It becomes two guys bleeding. Right?
Especially when it is just two guys bleeding.
Yeah.
Like when you've got box cutters out and shit like that. It's like that's not. There's no work to that.
No, exactly. So why? Why are the constant push? Why? Think about it. We've had promoters that are like, "Hey, will you bleed for me?" And I'm like, "Why? Where are we going?"
$5 extra. No,
the guy he's talking about never offered anybody shit to bleed.
Yeah, you don't get paid extra at all.
Nah, you don't got enough hot dogs to be able to bleed, motherfucker.
No. I remember when he asked me, and he's like, "How much would it cost you?" And I was like, "At least, 3."
Yeah.
And he's like, 100? I'm like, no, 1,000. I'm not waiting for you, pal. It's not gonna happen.
His eyes just roll in the back of his head, and he starts speaking in tongues.
He's like,
no.
Can I just sell you my ring instead?
$3,000.
It's just, it's one of those things where if it makes sense, if there was a build, yeah, maybe getting color, maybe something like that happening, so that you can tell that there's intensity. So everything's coming across, everything is being told right. Sure. You know? But just, hey, let's go out there and break glass on each other's face for a gimmick. Or why don't you look in the mirror and I'll scar you for life getting drop kicked with, you know. It's just these things that are crazy. And I get it, it's a cool story or whatever, but no, man, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man. You know, as the resident gig monkey of Cool Heels, there's a lot of spots that I won't fucking do. And I have a rule that I gig twice a year, if it makes sense. And I still haven't gone beyond twice a year so far.
Yeah, it's just, give us something out of it. Give us something. Take it somewhere. Yeah, it's up for discussion. But if it's just random, no, forget about it. Forget about it. It's not worth anything.
And who books angles that are worthy of a blow off like that anymore, anyway?
That's lucky, man.
Yeah, the storytellers are storytellers. I don't know. It's just not as strong as I'd like to see.
I think you could work a good story for, like, if you had just someone who was a phenomenal wrestler, a very good talent, and then had, like, a hardcore guy come in and be like, hey, I know you're a wrestler, but you can't do the same shit I did. And then you built up to that guy doing hardcore with them. That I could see, but it's, you're right, man. Just after every week, they're like, and here's another hardcore match. Break this light bulb in that guy's fucking chest. Yeah!
You know what I'd rather see is the wrestler making the hardcore guy work.
It's like, like the shit that we've done.
Thank you.
It'd be weird.
Grabbing the guy and just leading him around, right?
Yep.
Just sitting on him. You're like, hey, calm down. We're going to sit in this hole for a while, buddy. You know?
I mean, I made a fucking hardcore guy, we all know who I'm talking about, bump cleaner than he's ever bumped, just giving him a shoot single. And he looked like he was going to shit his pants on the way down.
You probably did.
Maybe. The smell didn't change.
Right? But you think about it, these guys that are working these matches, if you get them in and we've worked some of these, we've been in the ring with some of these guys who are primarily hardcore, but on an off night they're not doing that style, right? And they're barely brawlers. They're barely putting anything out there. They'll die on you, and it's rough to deal with.
So just,
I think a lot of that comes from the fact that the people who do mostly hardcore matches train, yes, but have training by being a boxer or having a fighting style is not real anymore.
No, most guys don't do that. You know, you're not going to meet. I don't see a lot of guys on the indies today who have a deep amateur background or a focused martial arts style. You know, regardless of what it is, regardless if it's boxing or taekwondo, you don't have anybody that has that. You don't see it as much, that devout training to a particular style, right?
Well, they don't catch as catch can, the Great American Northwest Wrestling.
Right. Yeah, guys, with the opportunity that's out there to study catch wrestling nowadays, you know, they were going to do it at Cauliflower Alley, right? Jake Shannon's in Colorado right now, but you don't see a lot of people rushing around to learn that style, you know, to apply it into pro wrestling, you know, taking it back to the old show.
Yeah, man, I've been using this downtime just to watch all the Regal matches I can fucking dig up. Just trying to do something to occupy my mind, because, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Watching Shelton Benjamin and Jack Swagger.
Swagger's good.
He is. He's solid through and through.
I mean, no charisma to speak of, but as a wrestler, he's very good.
He lacks that almighty charisma.
I mean, it'll hold you back. Lance Storm, Dean Malenko.
Right.
And no one talks about the King, Dean Malenko, like that.
Don't be talking no shit about Dean
Hey man,
Malenko.
amazing wrestler.
That sucks. I loved watching his matches.
But
Loved it.
Can you remember a Dean Malenko promo?
Yep.
Yep, there it is. I can do the best Benoit promo too. Hold on, let's. ECW after he broke Sabu's neck. Anybody?
Damn.
Where do you think I was going to go with that?
I could watch Dean Malenko matches
You never know.
every night. Every day of the week. From Japan to ECW to WC, and even some of his WWE stuff was not bad. You know, hell, I'll watch Malenko. I'll watch him with his brother. Him doing tag team stuff. They're tags, you know. Yeah.
I didn't even know Dean Malenko was in Japan.
Oh yeah, good stuff out there. And he did some more of the heavier shoot style wrestling where they're busting each other open. Good stuff, man. It's really good to watch.
Did you ever watch Hogan's short Japan run?
No.
Who's
Never watched him.
It's actually like they made Hogan like work like King's Road style, and it was good.
Oh yeah, I watched.
It's crazy. I mean,
I saw a match with Hogan and somebody against the Road Warriors. Oh, sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
Oh no! I watched one of those where he did a drop toe hold on like Antonio Inoki, and I almost had a heart attack. Like, what the fuck did I just watch?
It's so weird seeing Hogan do stuff outside of his wheelhouse because like everybody shits on him for his limited moveset, but he worked for like 30-something, 40-something years before his back just degenerated to the point where he couldn't. He's trying again. So
yeah, let's see those flippy dippy flying through tables 140-pound fuckers do that shit.
They won't.
No, they won't. They'll be broken in half.
Yeah, but no, I had seen when it was Hogan and a Japanese wrestler, don't remember which one, against the Road Warriors. And I remember being real impressed because Hogan did everything he could to be the bad guy in that match and to put the Road Warriors' power over. I mean, he was working. And being how most of what I saw at the time was his WWF stuff, I didn't know he had it in him. It changed my whole perspective on him.
Also, Hogan in white trunks. Weird to see. Really weird.
Everyone looks better in white trunks, man. Just ask Mighty Mouse himself.
Oh my god, dude. I miss him.
Thank you.
So do we have any questions or anything? I've not to show my ignorance here, but not sure how we check that.
I've got the chat
they
open.
at least
Dylan Devine asked if
least
Eric is in a tool shed.
Close. It's the garage.
I mean, anywhere's a tool shed if you're in there. Oh, thank you.
Fuck!
Oh.
All right. Well,
Nice to hear from you, Dylan. Dude.
God, there's no recovering from that.
He asked like 20 minutes ago, so I don't even know if he's still watching.
Once you start talking about Hulk Hogan, everybody goes away.
Yep.
Remember that.
Yes.
Remember that.
What's important, Dylan, is that I keep bodies in here.
Dude, I'm fucking jealous. You're fucking sitting at a weight bench, and I see a pull-up bar in the background, and I'm just like, my hands are shaking.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be the most jacked I've ever been by the end.
I'm jealous as fuck, dude. I should have gotten on that fucking home gym shit years ago, but I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs doing piddly ass push-ups.
Oh yeah, prison work.
Invert those push-ups, man.
I know Dylan's still here. He's as bored as the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yes. So Billy, you're not working out at all. I'm guessing Tubbs is not working out at all, right?
What makes you think that?
I've been getting out on the trails when I can.
Yeah, I'm going on.
Gotta do something.
I'm going on long ass walks. I'm doing squats and push-ups, burpees, just body weight shit because that's all I can do.
Right.
Sure. I'm cutting promos on my kids because we're stuck together. I mean, I'm going to be sharp. I don't know about everyone else.
Like, coronavirus, I'm gonna rip you apart, and you're going down, son.
I've considered joining a couple E-Feds.
Oh no! Billy, no! Billy, no!
Hey man, you know, a local PNW promoter is the head of one, so maybe I can get in.
Damn.
I've just been running
that was a
body
joke.
weight, doing hundreds. You know, every day, picking 5 exercises and doing 100 of them throughout the day.
Right.
Simple, easy, nothing to it. And yoga.
I need to get on that.
Yes,
It's-
yo.
It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
me too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Last time I
I'll
fucked
tell you,
my lung up, I tried yoga, and like I went from like not working out for a month because of my lung to trying yoga, and I was like, mistake.
yeah, yoga is tough. And at my age, taking this time off and being able to just do some exercise, you know, lightweight, just body weight exercising and tons of stretching, change the diet up. It's great. It's,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm not getting hurt. I'm not feeling rushed. Taking my time.
Actually, now that I think about it, it might help
Get
my
your yoga info.
What's that, Tubbs?
I was saying, now that I think about it, that might help my shoulder. I really hadn't considered that.
Yeah, there's tons of YouTube yoga videos you can watch, like 30-minute workouts and whatnot. You can live stream, like pay $10 or whatever, and jump into a bunch of different live streams where they're doing yoga with everybody together. Some cool options out there, man. Get your flex on.
Yeah, changing
Man,
my diet was the hardest thing for me because like I was on a really good bulk. Like the last time I went to the gym, I was like 187, and I can feel myself rounding it on 200 in the next couple of weeks, and I'm like, yes, gym's closed. I'm getting fat now. Fuck. So now I'm cutting diet, seeing if I can hit like 175 before I bulk up again. Because why not?
I think the last time I was 175 was like
When you were
middle
10?
school.
Yeah.
Let's see. The last time I was 175. I think I was 12.
Yeah, my boy. Screw this. I'm getting OnlyFans and changing my name to Fat Daddy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Make that money.
I mean,
Oh,
there's an
man.
audience for it, man. I'm sure you'd probably do better than my ass. Plus, I give my shit away for free anyway, so like my career's fucked as far as OnlyFans.
Yeah, you go into that old Snapchat under Billy the Root King.
Fuck! I wish I would have thought of that. Fuck.
I'm dead.
I'm starting the private snap right now.
Right back.
Fuck it, too good now.
Oof.
Get paid, Billy. Get paid. Put that root down.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize you'd be back so fast.
I just wanted to show everybody something. For all those folks, all those bored folks watching us right now, watching
He's reaching
us
for his dick!
just ramble on.
Yeah, gotta be bored to watch us. Yes.
Here's a photo that I just found new house somewhere, but I don't think I've seen it in years. This is me at 5.
Oh, dear God.
Oh.
Literally the only photos of me as a child that I have until I was like 14 or 15. I knew they were here somewhere, but hadn't seen them for years. So there you go, everybody. There's a bonus. There's the money shot of you watching this video.
Oh.
Oh.
For whoever gets off on that weird shit, there you go.
Well, that's not what
All the
I
money shots that I've heard of in my lifetime. Thank God.
Eggish.
See, I forgot the group that I run with when I said
Yeah,
that.
I mean, walk right into that one.
Yeah, I think I have a picture of me from being a young kid, but I gotta find it.
Oh yeah, I think Eddie sent it to me. The one with you with long hair and black and white.
I'm talking young.
Oh.
I'm talking, yeah, and I did have that damn hippie hair. That was terrible.
Yeah, I can't imagine you beating the shit out of dudes with like hair like that.
I know it's having it braided, tucked in, you know.
Ah, there you
But
go.
I also wore kung fu outfits to school. I was weird, man. I was not right.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, teen years are fucked for everybody. They're just a little extra fucked for you. You know, when I was in high school, I fucking sat in my room, got high, and listened to Elliott Smith while crying all day. And like, you know, we all have our struggles.
But it didn't change after that.
Yeah, but now I'm 26 and I sit in my room, get high, and listen to Elliott Smith and cry a lot more. Yeah. My schedule freed up without school, so I can listen to Elliott Smith and cry more often.
Yeah.
All right, I found it here. I'll see if I can put it up.
Uh-oh.
We doing all
So
baby
this is-
pictures?
Oh, I'm going to show. This is one of the earliest pictures of me. One of the earliest pictures ever of me.
For the FBI.
I fucking knew it.
That's not the way a human being phrases that.
God damn it.
Wait a minute.
You're going to get it kicked off of Facebook, Richard.
Nah, there are no narcs in here. I think we're fine.
Oh, no!
Oh, this isn't on screen. I'm just trying to dig up an old picture of myself.
Oof, we says on screen. I'm going to try to dig up my balls here.
Yeah.
It's
By the way,
it's
your dad really maintained those. It was-
Yeah, right?
Not like the little Richard? Oh!
Hey.
Hey, oh.
Trying to find like the most old embarrassing picture of myself.
I got a million of them, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch out when you look up photos there, Billy. You know how some conversations get with penis pictures.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Oh, no!
Hey,
Oh,
they're not
dude.
in these folders, don't worry.
Dirt murder?
Yeah, you know what?
Billy's like, no! Woo.
I'm trying to see. I'm pretty sure I have some from. I think from like kindergarten.
Here you go, everybody. Here's me as a teenager.
Hey, you had a belt.
Yeah,
Wow.
I sure did. I actually have
Someone
like
put this
almost
kid over.
exactly the same tone of hair too. That's fucking weird.
This looks like this could have been taken yesterday.
But I had white guy dreadlocks back then.
Oh,
You just look like Great Value brand Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, kinda.
I was.
Yeah, it's real bad, man. I still have that shirt. I wear that shirt all the time. Not the Vertigo shirt, but the striped shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
All right, so no jokes now. No jokes. I have a picture of me from grade in 19. Oh, I'm sorry. This is kindergarten. This is 1981.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God.
Oh, my God,
I've told you
damn.
guys I am not a young man.
No, definitely not.
It's a terrible.
Are you the one in the
Yeah.
middle?
Yes, I am.
I mean, you just
Oh, the little girl sitting on the side, right?
look like you look like a normal ass white kid, dude.
Well, who never thought?
Normal ass white kid. Yep.
Down to the bowl cut.
The jig
That's
is
where
up.
it all started. Yeah, I
And
had
then he
blonde
glows up.
hair too. Oh man.
What kind of classic wrestling you got going on in the back there, Richard?
I don't know, some old WWE. I think it's is this
I think
WrestleFest?
it's WrestleFest.
That's WrestleFest.
See, me and you in the back.
That was a great game.
Hell yeah.
I loaded a whole bunch of quarters into that when I was younger.
Sherman had it at the last Hunger Slam, and he had it on free play, and it took me like an hour to figure out how the fuck to play it.
There's only 2
I know,
buttons.
but like nothing made sense.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I guess I grew up with it, but I fucking love that
Yeah,
game.
I mean, I think the first wrestling game I played was like SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. So.
Jesus.
Yeah,
there
I
we
mean,
go.
sorry.
General manager mode,
Yeah,
man.
that was the
General
shit.
manager mode.
That was the one where Undertaker said that if he wrestled Chris Benoit, his family would have to deal with the consequences of his actions or some shit.
Oh no!
And guess
Yeah.
what?
Whew. Some shit does not age.
Benoit got to him first.
Oh!
I think the line was something like, "Your grieving family will have nobody to blame for your actions but you," or some shit. It was fucking dark.
This was in the
Yes.
game.
It was just Undertaker threatening Benoit like a year
Yeah.
before it happened.
Damn.
If you don't kill your family, I will.
Well, everybody says Kevin Sullivan did it,
Okay.
so maybe
But
has anyone looked at Undertaker? He recorded the dialogue.
so four of us
Do you have anything
four of
to
us
say?
have recently met Kevin Sullivan, like within the year or last year. I don't buy it. After
Yeah.
meeting him, I don't buy it at fucking all.
No,
Well,
of course not.
but you know, I try to like at least entertain conspiracy theories. But I think the only thing that Kevin
Oh,
Sullivan's killed in the past 20 years is a six-pack. So
For yourself.
it gave me
We all know who really.
That was an interesting cat to meet
yeah
because he was there, kind of. Interesting cat.
He seems like a
Don't
very
know how to
cool.
explain it.
He seems like a very.
He was as much there as any of us were there. I mean, let's be
Fair.
honest.
That's what I mean. He seems like a very cool, interesting guy, but you gotta expect when he's in a goddamn Mexican restaurant putting on a wrestling show, he's not gonna be in top form.
he was already pretty
That's
blasted by
smart.
the time he was there. Rightfully so. I wish I was.
And as the he's
Yeah.
the draw on the show, and so he's
Está
just
perfecto.
he literally has on his Walmart Halloween cape, some black smudge on his face, and he comes out and he has to put over somebody else. He's
Get it back, guys.
Dude, you know what's really
just holding
great
that kid up.
is that fucking Ron was selling it to me like, "Hey man, we're having Kevin Sullivan in. He's gonna name his new apprentice and shit." And he was like being vague with me, and I'm like, "Ron, he's known as a Satanist. I'm a Satanist. Like we could actually do something kind of cool here." He's like, "It's me, brother." I'm like, "Of fucking course it is. Piece of shit."
Youngest in the game.
Can't give anybody else the fucking rub. But I mean, I would have loved to talk to Sullivan like about wrestling instead of just the dudes who hovered around him talking about fucking football. Like he booked WCW in like one of the boom periods, but no, so let's not worry about that. Let's talk about like fucking local football.
Yeah, and I tried to talk to him about putting together certain matches or how he was doing stuff, and he was just like, it was just we just did stuff. And I'm just like, cool.
What a shame.
And so I'd bring up somebody that he had wrestled that I thought he had a good match with, and he's, hey, that's my guy, and I'm like, yeah, this is going nowhere.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's a shame
How
that
many
like,
goes now?
I think by association he figured just because we were there, we were all marks.
Yep. We're fucking idiots. Just
Yeah.
like the
I
rest
mean,
of them.
rightfully so because we were there.
No.
Hey, rightfully so. I was getting paid better there than.
That
You
makes
know?
one of us.
Yeah, sorry guys. I know I was getting paid.
I think that is actually the worst
but-
PO I've ever gotten, including free shows. Because at least at free shows, I knew I wasn't getting paid.
Oh
Hey
man.
Google, How far is Bremerton, Washington from Salem, Oregon?
A couple of miles.
away from Houston by car.
Wonderful. $7.
What an oddly specific number, too.
I counted it 3 times. So like, there's got to be at least 10 here. What the fuck?
Nah,
How
man.
much did you get, Tubbs? Did you get 7
House is
too?
light, brother. House is light.
You remember when he came up short and the restaurant owner offered us free food because he felt
Yes.
bad?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now we're talking.
And I still got paid in full, and I got restaurant food. So
Way to work the fucking poor restaurant people.
I didn't take advantage of it. I'm like, nah, man, that's not your
Yeah,
that's not your place to do that. I was like, no.
They have to deal with Ron anyway, so like,
I mean, yeah, who's coming out on the worst end of this?
exactly. I can count it as a loss. These guys have to like do business.
I don't know. That Mexican food was tasty.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and you made it home.
That's some. Yeah, and I made it home. Easily covered gas, right? I was ready to go. But $7. What was it? Was the $16 one? What was the one where we sold the shirt and gave you the money on?
Oh, yeah, that was the same show.
Same
yes.
show. Where that we sold the shirt out of the
Yeah.
trunk, and I'm just like, just keep it, dude. You got dicked.
Yeah.
And what? And wasn't the whole thing? Well, you got a title on you, brother.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Right? What shit?
But you know, there was an upside. We got to see Peter Griffin at least 3 or 4
I
times.
never fucking saw Peter
Peter
Griffin.
I never did.
Yeah, never when we
Yeah.
wanted to, but
Dude, I never saw him.
You never. Oh man. Well, I saw him multiple times.
Fuck.
I know Tubbs did, and I know
The
Billy
legend,
at least
yes.
saw him once. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we have Spicy in the chat now, so like, we have our own Peter Griffin now. Except for he's funny.
I was waiting for that. Nice feed.
Spicy, how is your knee?
It's good. I do a lot of walking anymore. Like I'll try to put out at least 2 or 3 miles a day on it. It makes this great pop sound. Can't forget that one. I'm just trying to lose weight on it right now. The doctor thing is kind of wishy-washy because of the Rona.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
But I am going in May for that one, and then June for either PT again, or I might just do the shot in the leg. I think I might just jump ahead and just be like, yeah, man, roid me up.
Cortisone or actual
Man,
steroids?
Cortisone.
Cortisone, they said it.
Don't do it, man. It'll fuck you up in the long run.
Yeah,
But
don't
didn't
do
you say the doctor always social distance with you, like every time?
Yeah, kind of. It's since I'm young, they would just rather not deal with it. They want to do anything they can, man. I see where it's from on that standpoint because insurance rules the world, but I hope they just lop it off. Little peg
They should have
leg.
fixed it. They should have fixed it right away, right
Yeah.
as soon as they saw it. They should have fixed it.
Yeah.
I'm there with you.
To hell with insurance, you know. You demand it getting fixed.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's not elective, you know. It's just you can't just stop walking.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why I'm really confused on it. You'd think that they would be like, yeah, that's a real medical concern.
Yeah.
But time and time again, they're like, yeah, we'll try this or we'll try that.
Especially since, like, at the time,
We can't-
wrestling was getting you a decent amount of money. Like, you were booked a
Right.
lot.
I was doing all right, and man, I was happy. I'm more than happy and humbled to be at any part and facet of wrestling.
You were my last DOA match, actually.
Oof.
So
DOA.
how did you blow out your knee then, Spicy?
I should have jumped a little bit when I'd caught Eddie. I would like to say that this is all 100% my fault. Just fucking straightened my leg out and said, yes, give it to me, daddy. And it was given.
Lame.
Catching a dive.
Yes, sir.
Was that was at WC, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was at my main staple. My main staple.
Unfucking fortunate that it had to happen there before the Exodus.
I'm just sad that it happened.
Oh, me too.
I'm just sad that.
I mean, you're my wrestling husband. I miss your ass.
And then, yo, man, got paid, kind of off of that too. So,
yeah. What really sucks
paid,
about not having your matches on YouTube is that Darren Corbin match is pretty much lost at this point. And that's my
dude.
Yeah,
that's my favorite
Good match.
fucking spicy match.
I was so nervous to wrestle Darren because the dude is in the business like as long as I've been fucking alive, and he's a
Dude, he's only like 7 years older than you.
Why does he look better than me? This is bullshit.
It's the talent.
Well, we might have to come up with a date or something, but Sherman probably has all of that somewhere, right?
He's gotta.
I did talk to Sherman actually about all that. He can, but he has like multiple flash drives of multiple like time frames of the WCWC, and to look through all those would take time.
Actually,
but I did.
He probably has both the Hunger Slams in their entirety, from what I've heard.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that'd be a tough one, man.
Well, Richard, maybe you don't want to see that, but there's a few matches I had that I really want.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Stannis, where is that?
The dark match.
I don't know. I just think about those late night matches where I'm dragging ass out at 2:00 in the morning and just roughing people up on the mat. Just be like, fuck it, let's go. Fuck it, let's go.
You fought out there, brother.
He managed to get me some footage of me in that last one, so
yeah,
guess I lucked out there. I asked him before it got lost to lost in history.
Richard, were you in the battle royal that never ended?
With the ultimate waterfall spot?
The one where I entered
Yes.
7 times in different masks. With the evil glove. Fuck.
Yeah.
The evil. I still have the glove in my house.
Dude, I remember putting that thing on and like hulking up and getting you with the chokeslam and be like, you better fucking bump, motherfucker. And then just trying to throw it out and eliminating myself in the process and throwing the glove back in.
Oh,
I don't know.
that is one of the
Blanchard,
ones I'd like.
Blanchard in the dunk tank was pretty good too.
Dude, I felt bad.
Yeah. And then was it the second year, Eric, you got dumped in the dunk tank?
No, I was the first one.
Oh,
Yeah,
were you
they
the
didn't
first
have
one?
the dunk tank the second year, I don't think.
Yeah, I went in there at 2:00 in the morning.
Right, and I remember you got like a massive like calf Charlie horse or something like that.
Yeah,
How
my
cold it was.
calf immediately seized into like a fucking double
Oh
knot.
no. And then
I was out for 2 hours just trying to work that knot out.
Yeah, they like it when you work those knots
what
out.
other dumb shit do we do on these 24-hour shows? Like there was the whole spot.
That was the dumbest.
There was a spot where I did the Exotico spot and left a fucking lipstick smear inside of Torch's leg.
Oof.
I remember Richard was so tired when he saw me like that, and he was like, "Billy, if you ever put on another fucking dress again, I will murder you." And I'm like, "Thanks, man."
Whoa, he's the one who mentioned Adrian Adonis earlier. The first.
But
Your problem.
this is Richard now, and that was Richard at 3 a.m. at a 24-hour show.
Oh man, I'm telling you, having to work that late night because most of the kids went to sleep, and there was you're going to get silly matches, or you were going to get me out there just being a dickhead because I was tired, but I felt obligated to stay out there. I just remember the first one I did where I went to, I took a shower, went to sleep, slept in the back of my car, got up, went to take a shower, and I think it was Ricky said, "Hey, can you give me a match in 10 minutes?" And I'm like, I literally just woke up out of the back of my car, you know.
Yes.
And I went up there, and I worked
Oh, no.
Steve as he was under as a
Oh, no.
Conrad Hauser.
Super Steel Steve, yes.
And he proceeded to do the little rolling punch and both punch me in the mouth, in the nose, and poke me in the eye during that match.
Amazingly, it was all with one punch.
Wow.
And I'm just feeding it to him, and I'm just like, I take it like stiff in the mouth. And I'm just like, hey, man, that sucked. And then he just bopped me in the nose. And I'm like, hey, 3 times a charm. Literally said that to him, and he poked me in the eye. And I'm like, well, fuck this match.
Oh.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Every time I have to sell like Mortal Kombat style for these guys to do their technique, and I always end up getting just stupid, just getting knocked around from it. Frustrating, man.
Actually, I'll ask you a question, man. When you say it like that, how is wrestling Sin Bodhi, a guy who has like multiple years, has a definite shoot fight style? Like, how does it feel to work someone is comfortable like that?
Are you ribbing us, Spicy?
No, I'm not ribbing you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're trying to give me some PTSD, aren't you?
Oh god, he's starting to talk like Stu Hart now.
No.
That's what if I gave you $25 a match.
That was the worst match I've ever had in my life, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Everything was like, hey, let's try this. And I'm like, for the love of God, can I just wrestle you, please? Oh, no, I got this thing. Oh, no. Everything. My favorite part of it is old school spot. And I was like, yeah, who can't run the international? And he goes, no, not that one. The one where you walk on the ropes. And I'm like,
woo!
Have you seen me wrestle? Have you? No, clearly not. And then I tried to walk on the ropes.
Yeah.
It would have taken me a minute to even stand up. Well, he's holding my hand, and I'm like, let's just kill everything right now. Just lock the doors. Burn this place down with all of us inside. I'm good with that.
I just remember looking through the curtain and seeing you standing on the top rope and looking around to anybody for any sort of answer as to what the fuck was going on in this match.
Yeah, just it made no sense. And I just remember when everything was said and done, it was like, you can't wrestle every match. I'm like, yeah, but I can. That's literally all I want to do. I can't just wrestle a match. I don't want to do anything else. But yeah, and nothing against. I mean, I like Sin. I've always thought he was. He's extremely intelligent. He's got a great way of explaining things. He's a super nice guy. I really, really like the guy. But that match was the shits, man. And that was all me. You can't have me do stunt sideshow. It's not my wheelhouse. It never will be. I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah, I feel like that was a total rib on you from most of the dudes in the office. Just like, hey, let's
total rib.
Go make him do all the dumbest shit you possibly can.
Yeah, and every time I'm thinking, I'll just grab a hold or do something, he'd be like, hey, what about this? And I'm trying to listen the whole time. I'm just like, just do what you want to do.
I mean, we were talking about our best matches in the chat, but what about our worst? I mean, there's a few that come to mind for me, obviously. Spicy was in my worst of all time, though. No, like, most of our matches are great. I love working you, but you know the one. The only time I've ever blown up on somebody backstage.
This is all sounding awfully familiar, and it seems like I might need to sip on some of the juice.
So, everybody remembers Spicy's old tag team partner.
Oh, sure. Yes. Yeah. I mean, maybe not the audience, whoever that may be.
Oh,
so basically,
fuck.
Our whole thing was, it's me and Eddie. We're working the McHaggises. And, you know, fucking Manning is stuntman, whatever, is all against dive spots. Fucking hates them. Hates leg slaps because he's just an asshole. Yeah.
Oh, the dive spot.
Only
Yeah, unless it's guys he likes. But anyway, Eddie does a hell of a fucking over-the-rope suicide dive. And, you know, this is like our first shot at being on the house show against McHaggis. So like, let's do something fucking cool. But we're the heels. So somehow Eddie does this fucking sweet dive. We have to have the babies on top at the end of it. So the spot we had worked out, bop, fucking I'm on the outside with Spicy, giving him the fucking business. Eddie dives on both of us. We're all out there, fucking bopping on Spicy. And Spicy's tag team partner, who isn't as big as Spicy, but like, you know, decent sized, gets up on the top rope and then just kind of fucking onto all of us. That's what we had planned. And we thought, if this goes right, we're not going to get in any shit for it, because it went well. What happens, Eddie, beautiful fucking dive on me and Spicy, and we're fucking bopping on Spicy. I'm like, where's the dive? Where's the dive? Juicy, where the fuck's the dive? He rolls out and tries to throw me into the ring. And I'm like, he forgot. It's fine. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. And he's like, the ref's counting too fast. I'm like, break the count! Dive! And finally, he won't do it, so I go in, take a fucking finish, 1, 2, 3. And then we get shooed out backstage. And they're like, whose fucking plan was that? And I'm just, at Juicy, just like, yeah, what happened? He's making all these fucking excuses.
After that, Eddie never forgave me when he was waiting.
Eddie was like somewhat cool about it, and like, you know how my spot was at WC, where like if I fucked up once, I was cut forever. So I'm sitting there like, you don't get it, Juicy. Your spot's good, Eddie's spot's good, I'm fucked. So when you didn't do that dive, you didn't fuck Eddie, you didn't fuck Spicy, you didn't fuck yourself, you fucked me. This is like in a private room because they had to pull us apart. And I never get hot after matches. I'm like, you know, shit happens. So that one, I was just like, ugh. Anyway.
Hey, man. And where's that guy today? I don't think he's doing anything,
I
right?
did that fucking first impressions thing, and he commented on it and deleted his after I said I hated every minute I spent in the ring with him, but he's an okay guy. Hey man, I had to be honest. I was like, hey, fuck your work, but you're okay, I guess. Not really, though. I don't like him much as a person, to be honest, but he's not watching this. I tried to be nice. Anybody got an awful match story to close us out? Because we're a little bit over. Yeah.
Are we?
We are a little bit over.
Hey.
No, we're not.
No.
We're over,
Not at
brother.
all.
Time, that is.
Is there
No,
a
not
strict
really.
1 hour
I
time
just,
limit?
you know, figure keep it
All right.
uniform.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I've had some bad ones, but Sin Bodhi, hands down, was my absolute worst. I mean, the audience may have liked it. I
Worst
hated
experience, probably
every
not the worst
minute
match,
of it.
because I've seen you have to drag
Yeah.
some real bags of shit through the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what my worst match is.
I mean, you can carry just about anybody, so it's tough for me to think of a bad one you've had.
Probably those
Maybe.
Tucson
I wasn't
days.
around for those, so I wouldn't know.
Well, last week I went through a series
no.
of Eric's old matches, and
Oh yeah.
went through a series of them. Let's
Good.
see. Ryan, was it Ryan Taylor? What's his name?
Yeah.
WC. That
Taylor.
match looked like it was scripted from top to bottom.
Because it was.
Yeah,
Literally,
it was.
literally every footstep I took in that ring was planned in the back.
Like and no offense. No offense. It was so minimum. And I was just like, this guy's just beating the crap out of you.
Yeah, I'd only been wrestling for. I hadn't even been training for a year at that point.
Right, but if he's going to beat the crap out of you, it should have been a fast match. But that match dragged on.
No. Believe me, I was not putting anything together back then.
Yeah, that was a 12-minute match for that dude just to beat you up, and I was just like, no, this is. But I get it. Eric Hansen.
Oh,
Eric Wright. So that match.
That exists. Woo.
Yeah. That was all I can say is that watching you in that match, and this was during the Mr. Wright time frame.
Yeah.
And I can just see you looking at him because I know the look that you give guys. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know how many times I saw that in that match of you just giving him the look, and he's like walking around like he's doing his king shit. I don't know if he was a rocker or what the hell the gimmick was.
Was that at the Armory when they tried to? They gave him just a couple matches to see how he would do.
No. This was at BCW.
No, this is BCW.
Oh.
And I'm watching this, and I'm just like, I can just see the side eye and that glare that Eric gives when somebody's not doing like the bare bones basics that he expects out of them. And I'm watching this match.
Man,
wow. I wonder how long Eric Hansen has been wrestling at this point. Because I had no clue, right? I don't know how long.
Years from.
I know that Eric faced really well because I saw it a whole lot in all the early matches I had with it. What's great is that when I can tell that he's making that face through a mask. Like he was wearing the shadow mask and I can still tell. I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know any better.
Yeah.
The shadow. That's right.
Gimmick's dead.
Real good.
This isn't a terrible match, but I just remembered a match I had with Marcus at those student shows when I was working as a shadow to kind of carry.
Yeah.
And Marcus was almost ready, pretty close. And I worked a match with him where I was going over for whatever reason. I don't know why a masked job guy would go over on a student at a student show.
That happened a lot there.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But he made a few mistakes, whatever. It's nothing major, and it's not like I'm gonna take liberties on a guy or something like that. But I will rid them. So my finish on Marcus was like a reverse DDT, and the way that I ended up pinning him was in a 69 position.
No.
And so I hit him and I pin him and he's dead, right? He's got a cell. And I just sat there, squatted with my balls just directly over his face. Just refused to get up.
I just imagine Marcus just fucking sitting there like, you motherfucker, you motherfucker, you motherfucker.
That's what it back to. He's like, you son of a bitch. And I'm smiling like I am now. It made me fucking laugh.
Dude, my favorite thing and least favorite thing working Marcus, when he puts you on the ropes, he just goes, sorry, bro. And you just know you're entering a world of pain.
Like Walter Kovachek.
Sorry. In training matches, too. Especially in training matches, why? Why?
You gotta train like you work.
Yes, fuck.
I love that. I love the training matches with him because he would set me up for that chop, and I'd look at him and was like, "Go ahead, motherfucker." And he'd be like, he would just give you that paintbrush, right? Somewhere in that match, where things were going on, I thought everything was cool. I thought he'd just keep him, just nice during the training. He'd pop me with one, and I'd be just like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah, Marcus is notorious for always getting you stiff with one thing in the match. It's dude, he even it's definitely not a personal thing because he stiffed Gangrel, so it's just a thing that he did.
Sure.
Fuck, I remember that vividly.
And I remember coming into WC, and Grappler and G3 wanted to see, oh, well, you can already do stuff. Let's see what you can do. So they put Marcus and I together, and we went out back and we talked about it. Got back in the ring, and Marcus is like, "You ready to do this?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to remember anything. Just be aware of that I wrestle on feel, right? That's just how I am." And we go out there and we start wrestling around, and early on he gives me just a solid chop, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. This guy's going to be he's stiff, cool, because it was that borderline between, this guy's working me, and then where you feel like your chest is going to cave in, in a practice match. So I remember he went for the international spot, went to give me a hip toss. I reversed it and put him in a shoot arm bar, and then locked his head down. And I'm just holding him there, and I'm trying to talk to him. I was like, "All right, man, here's where we're going from here." And he's just like, and I'm just squeezing. I'm just like, I'm not letting go until we're all on the same page, because I'm not getting hit like that
choke
again.
him out like Isaac. Dude, that kid
the
was around
ketchup
for like
kid
6 months and got his ass kicked by all of us. So I liked him alright.
I liked him.
It was a good kid. I liked him. I liked him a lot. He only got choked out because he struggled so hard.
I only killed him because he deserved it.
No. The hold I had him in, I had him in a show hold to start with. That was a show hold, and he struggled against it so hard. And I'm just like trying to talk to him, and then he was just out. You know?
You sound so much like a cop right now.
It was a thing of restraint.
Isaac is the only kid I've ever busted open through a mask. Because I think it was probably his second student show match. He was working Eddie. He worked me the month before. And, he got those fucking wild-ass kicks that he shouldn't have been throwing like half of them, because a lot of them were dangerously stiff. And he gets Eddie with the fucking, the spinning back kick to the stomach. And I'd been tagging with Eddie long enough to know the faces, and I saw him get hit, and I'm like, oh, he's fucked. And, he's just hunched over. I'm like, throw him out to me. Fucking throws Isaac out to me, catches the ref. I'm like, sorry, kid, receipt. And instead of the forearm, I give him one of these, and just right in the mouth. And I busted him, in the mouth so much that, he bled through the mask and threw him back in.
God!
I got some heat that day because
you're the reason I
had also busted Julian open, which that one was unintentional. Because that was the one where he was giving me those captured knees to the face, and I sold up too far, and I headbutted him in the fucking cheek. Cut his fucking cheek open. And dude, G talked me backstage like, you bust open one more guy this month, and we're gonna have a talk. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Hey, stop busting up my guys.
Bust open one, shame on you. Bust open two, shame on me. Fine.
Yeah. But Isaac was a good kid.
You really do sound like a cop.
I think part of the reason that Isaac left was, he dumped that money into, he had that kind of robot karate fighter gimmick that he talked about and whatnot. And he was so young and so into it. But he bought gear, and granted, it wasn't crazy custom-made gear, but he bought gear. And I remember Morty just ripping into him about how bad it is and how shitty it is, and just like, dude, that's his own money. You're already using him in shows. He's gonna wear what he's gonna wear. Let him figure it out. Don't just slam the kid for it.
Right.
Didn't care for that.
When you work with Morty, his money is your money, and your money is his money as well.
I bought a pair of tights way before I started actually working shows, so I'd have them, and they were these just purple tights. They were the exact same that Marcus had, except for purple instead of black or blue. And they Morty especially just shit all over them, to the point where I was like, Marcus, you just want to buy these for half of what I bought them for. So I ended up selling him my actual tights, and then Blanchard brought a bunch of hand-me-downs to the school, and I was like, I'll take these trash bag shorts. Still have them.
Yes. Eddie's banana boots.
Man, those things are just have proliferated. I don't understand where they came from. I have
Ring
no
of Honor
idea
in the
where they
early
came
2000s.
from. When you,
Hard to know.
no, I don't watch Ring of Honor, so that explains it. Yeah, it's just I see those shorts on everybody, and then of course, how many of those people have that generic like 2 Devil Girls logo? It's like everybody has that same Lucha Devil Girls logo with on their side of the trunks, you know.
Yeah, the Cosmos.
No,
Is he watching? He's not watching.
I like that.
For sure.
I don't know. It's like everybody has a pair of them. I've seen them everywhere, and I just like, why? Where does this come from? How do you wrestle in that? How do you wrestle in material that's hanging, right? That's just draping like that.
I mean, they're airy and they're comfortable. For like, I don't know. I don't really like them now. Like wearing them when we did that promo was really weird. But I also don't really like my tights because the guy I had made them never took my measurements, and I was like, okay, I guess. And like they make my ass look like a fucking lunchbox, and they're all compressed and. I mean. I look at my my old 4 minutes of heat gear, like the fucking leopard print tights, like I look way bigger in them, and I didn't understand why for a long time. And then I looked at the 2 materials, and I'm like, oh, this is just like 100 times tighter and like badly made. Thanks, Panda. Go fuck yourself. Swing it on everybody. I don't care.
Is this a high school?
Oh,
shots fired.
We just got canceled again.
Jeez.
Hey, great time for Nick to jump in. Oh, you taking off, Tubbs?
Yeah, I'm gonna have
just
to.
end it here. We're at an hour and 20 minutes at this point.
Hour and a half, basically.
All right.
So
we're over, brother.
No, we're not.
Finally.
Well, this one actually went well enough that I'll probably post it up on YouTube. So watch out for that if you missed it. But if you missed it, you're not hearing this now. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Thanks for watching, everybody who stopped in.
Goodbye, you cool cats and kittens.
Goodbye.
Don't get that there, Corona.